welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name's Allie and I'm a first year second grade teacher, and I'm going to take you on a week in my life teacher edition. So I just made my coffee, and first let's talk about this mug. Isn't it so cute? Shout out to my best friend Kaylee. She got it for me right before I moved to Maryland, and it fits my bee-themed classroom even here in my apartment. Like I said, it is Monday. So last week we had new teacher trainings. This is also the first time that I'm telling you guys my county and my school is starting virtually, like most of the schools that I have heard of in my area, as well as the Northeast where I'm from. Obviously, that's been an adjustment for everyone, but I think all teachers kind of planned for it in a way. They knew in the back of their minds it was probably going to happen that way. My county, I'm super grateful, has given us the option to teach from our classrooms if we so choose. I do plan on taking advantage of that opportunity. I'm probably going to do like a personal hybrid, spend some days in the classroom, some days at home. The way that we're kind of scheduled is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is real live time instruction for different blocks. I have a set schedule and I can always show that to you guys. And then Wednesday is kind of a professional development day, meetings day. There is Google Meets on that day, like live teaching sessions, but that's more of a teacher day. It is Monday, like I said, so there is something I have to do for myself. I found out last night that my modem doesn't work. It worked for a week and a half. I set it up all by myself, and now it doesn't work. So I called Comcast and they said that I have to go to a store and get a new one. So that's gonna be a whole adventure in itself. I also wanna make a few more things for my first week of teaching Google Classroom stuff. Really just fun activities. I did find some really great things on Teachers Pay Teachers for very inexpensive, for great Google, like getting to know you, building relationship activities for that first week, and I can definitely link those down below and show you guys later when I hop on my laptop. And yeah, I'm just gonna take you along and let's do it. All right guys, so it is now almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This morning I had to drive about 20 minutes away to go to an Xfinity store, switch out my modems. I also ran a few errands around that area because I went to college in that area, so I knew some of the stores around there, so I just did that. Now my lunch, sweet potato, is baking in the oven, so I am going to try and set up the second modem. The first time it was really easy, so I'm hoping that this time it's also easy and that it stays working. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Okay guys, so it's a little bit later since the last time I checked in with you. I got my modem to work, called Comcast. It was a success, and then I went and hooked up all the other devices in my apartment, including my printer and my Alexa. I can't say her name very loud because then she'll talk back to me. So I've been sitting at my computer for probably about an hour or so, and I want to show you guys two of the things that I've been working on for that first week of school, getting to know you kind of stuff. The first is a Welcome to Second Grade Meet the Teacher Google Slides with linkable activities for my kiddos to do after I've introduced myself. And then the second thing is a parent information form, student information form, and parent survey all in one document. So let me show you what I did. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is this Meet the Teacher Google Slides presentation. So I just put my Bitmoji on there, and of course there's bumblebees just saying welcome to second grade. The first slide just goes over some of the protocol that we would do during a Google Meet, and then I go in and just kind of introduce myself. This slide tells them that this is what I look like in a virtual setting and that they'll see my cartoon a lot throughout this year. Then I have a slide of me showing them that they may see me with a mask sometimes or without a mask, and that's what they should expect. And then I just go into a few slides about getting to know me. I talk about how I have a dog, I have a list of favorite things, places that I've traveled, my favorite sports teams, and then I have a quick little attention grabber, see if they're paying attention, 2 truths and a lie based on the information on those slides, so they can play that game with me. Then I put in a stretch break because I know that they'll need one. And then I have this activity where there's another slide presentation that I actually found on Teachers Pay Teachers, and I'll link it down below, where students will fill out some information about them. I'm going to show you that Google Slides that students will have access to. I'm not going to go to the next slide because what I've done is I made 22 copies of that slide presentation and linked my students' individual names to their individual PowerPoint, or their individual Google Slides, so they can access it directly. So let me pull up what the activity is for them. Okay, so on that slide that I did not show you, there was every single student's name, including myself, and their number, and their name was linked. When each child clicks on their link, it'll take them to this Google slide. And like I said, it has my name at the top, all about me. It would look the same thing with their number. And I put their school picture there. But basically, each of these slides have different things. So students are going to be expected to type their name, a nickname if they have it, how old they are, favorite food, and they can just drag and drop these images into the little boxes, which is super fun. There's favorite food, favorite animal, favorite fruit. There's a couple favorite pages, and then there's favorite subjects, and I believe that these are duplicated. Yep. Oh, no, they're not. My apologies. So they can pick a subject that they really like, a subject that they don't really like. They can tell me what their favorite subject is directly, favorite thing about school, what do you want to learn this year. They can share a little bit about their family. This was actually an insert picture, but I just asked them to type their family's names, what they want to be when they grow up. They can set goals for themselves, 10 facts about them, something they want their teacher to know, and I might get rid of this slide because it seems like a lot of slides for them to complete in a short amount of time. But this, they could also type their favorite movies and things like that. So that's a really fun getting to know you activity. I will link it down below from TPT. And let me show you next the Google form that I made. Okay, so this is the parent guardian information form that I have created. There's 3 sections to this form. They're pretty well organized for parents to follow. There's the random question that I don't need. Okay, so this part just gives me straight up parent or guardian information. So I have student's name, their ID number, the parent's name, relationship to student. I have 2 boxes that at least one guardian has to fill out with an email and a phone number, and the best way to contact them with the hours that they would be indicated with. And then there's another one that is not required. The second section is just student information. So there's birthdays, allergies, explaining those allergies, interests, strengths, and then parents can share goals with me for their child. This section of the form tells me how I can best support my students and their learning in an online setting. So for example, organization skills, fill in the blank. My child seems to need blank support in the areas of organization, and then I give them examples and they can tell me how much they think. These are all required because I think it's really important for parents to know that I value and I want to listen to how they think their child best learns and feel like they're a part of this process. And then the last question is just any additional information that parents think they want me to know. And see, the good thing about this is I can review my typos. I have no twice. Delete, 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 delete. Let me know what they think I should know about the child before the upcoming year. Okay, y'all, so it is 5:15, so I think it's a good time to check off for the day. I'm pretty proud of us. We had a successful, productive day. We set up a modem, connected devices. We reorganized the planner and then unreorganized the planner. We made some stuff for Google Classroom, so really successful Monday. Tomorrow's just going to be kind of a play around Google kind of day. Maybe meet with some teammates and talk about how we want to start planning instruction stuff. So I'll check back in with you guys on Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I just got off the Google Meet with my Right Start advisor for my school. She's so wonderful. She answered some of my burning questions right now and just gave me some advice for the upcoming weeks as we get ready for the first day of school. I'm really excited to build that relationship more and get to know her more and utilize her as a great resource. Funny story, I just got an email from my college saying that I have a package from the mail center. So I called them and they said, yes, you have a package. So luckily I live 20 minutes away from my school, so I'm gonna go and grab whatever it is. I'm guessing it's frames or wall decor from Amazon or something like that I just forgot to change the address from my school address to my new apartment address. So I guess we'll have a surprise waiting for us at that mail stop. I might get a coffee on the way because my milk was bad this morning. So I might treat myself to a coffee. I'm gonna unteacherify my look and go put on some athletic clothes, and yeah, I'll check back in a little bit. You guys, we are back. So I have some exciting news. I drove to get my frames. I got them. I can't put them up because I don't have the things to go in the frames yet, but I was talking to my AP this morning and I asked him if it was possible if I could come in an extra day just for myself to my classroom to drop off everything that's in the crazy closet in the background into my room because it's sitting in my apartment. It's driving me crazy. And he said, yes. We have a new project for this afternoon, and it's going to be to tackle that closet right there and organize it and think about what I want to bring tomorrow, get it out of here, just throw it in the room. Well, not throw it in the room, but place it in the room nicely so that I have more of a space here and a space there to call my own. So I'm so excited to do this. I love organizing. I love decluttering. Here we go. To be honest, I don't even know where to begin. There's so many things. So this is something that I actually got from, I think, Bed Bath & Beyond. And it's a bee! And it's supposed to like capture solar energy and light up. But I thought it was so fun. Look at its head go back and forth. So it'll be visible to our friends. All right, you guys, so it is all out of the closet for the most part. There's a couple boxes in there that I just know I'm not gonna need. But basically my entire dining room table is covered in things. Tomorrow it's just gonna be like a dump and go, but now it's all out, so moving it to my car will be easy. Maybe I'll do half of it tonight, half loading tonight and half loading tomorrow. But we'll see. But wow, it feels so good to get it all out. All right, guys, so a bit of an update. This is the look that we have going on right now. So I loved about half of it downstairs to my car. It was about 3 or 4 trips. On the 4th trip back up, I actually met my neighbors. They're a super adorable elderly couple, but they were just sitting outside, I think trying to enjoy the lovely evening, and I felt a little bit intrusive on their space. So I just thought the rest of it can go in tomorrow morning. Plus, a lot of it is like supply stuff, so it could just melt and not be gross to deal with anyway. So no big deal, that'll just go in tomorrow morning. I am gonna do one more trip down, just trying to get rid of some of these excess boxes that are sitting in my apartment because I just don't need them present. But I think I'm gonna sign off for Tuesday, and tomorrow we'll actually have classroom vlog footage. I'm so excited, and I'll check back in with you tomorrow. Hi guys, so we are in the car. Just brought all the stuff down, took about 3 or 4 more trips this morning, as you can see, and we are gonna go head to school. But first, we need Starbucks. All right, you guys, so I'm in my classroom. The feeling, you can't even describe it as a first year teacher, being in your first ever classroom. I'm just gonna give you a quick little tour, show you the condition of the room that I received it in, and then we'll make a plan for what we're gonna do, because I really don't know what I wanna do, because I thought I was just gonna drop stuff off, but now that I see so many things that can be done, that might change. So I'll give you a tour. All right, guys, so I'm currently standing at the front door, and this is what it looks like. Right when you walk in, there's a a bulletin board, whiteboard, smartboard, and then there's another whiteboard behind this massive desk thing that we have. I'm wondering if I could take maybe this top part off so that I could just showcase that bulletin board, because behind it there's another built-in closet, and some bookshelves, and then there's our AC. All of the desks were pushed up against it, including this fun rug, and then there's more bookshelves in the back of it. Then I have these lovely windows that show our courtyard, which is so nice to have. Back here we have like a little tech center, and then we have bulletin board, another whiteboard, bulletin board, tables and chairs, our sink, and then these awesome built-ins full of manipulatives. I did peek inside and saw a bunch of stuff. Oh, and in the middle of the room right now is my kidney table, which will be my small group table. So it's just a lovely, happy rectangle, and it's our home. I think what I'm gonna do is just start moving some furniture around, because my priority right now is to figure out my teaching space for virtual learning. It's tough because the teacher desk is amazing and is massive and gives me so much room to like lay stuff out, but it's not in the best spot because there's no like whiteboard or anything in the background that I could do any kind of instruction on. I want something like magnetic or something that I could easily put up. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to be teaching from the back of my classroom, which is crazy. I thought I would teach from the front where this smartboard is, but I really think the back of the classroom is going to be the best bet. I have this long green table that I might just make my desk and get some things to raise my devices on so they could see me better, so I could stand. So we're going to play around with some of the setup stuff, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm back in my car. I'm a sweaty mess. I'm sorry for this, but all I did today pretty much was sit and stare at the room, stand and stare at the room, move stuff around, and sweat. I was more so just moving stuff around to try and figure out the best arrangement for the room right now to suit my best teaching space for virtual learning. I kind of organized through a little bit of the curriculum and put it in different places. I cleaned off my desk, which was super rewarding just to kind of get that into a clean space. So I will be back in school tomorrow because I am doing school trainings start tomorrow. Tomorrow I think is mostly introductions, and my principal told me today it's a little bit of sneak peek into curriculum stuff, so that's exciting. And then we have kind of the afternoon to do whatever we want in our classrooms if we're there. So tomorrow I'm going to go in with more of an agenda and a to-do list and tackle all of it. But it was so fun to be in there. Obviously it's a different time, but still really fun to set up. And I'll bring you back into the classroom again tomorrow. Until next week. Hi guys, so take a breath. It is currently Friday evening. So last time I talked to you, it was Wednesday. We had Thursday, and now we're here at the end of Friday. So yesterday when I got into my classroom, I thought to myself, I only had a meeting in the morning, so I could have used the afternoon to film, to do some basic things for setting up in my classroom. I thought, okay, that could be day one of classroom setup series. So I filmed a little bit on Thursday and then had the intention of filming on Friday. Friday, I had meetings pretty much all day, and I'm not gonna lie, got to the end of the day today, Friday, and was very overwhelmed with a lot of the information that I had received and was feeling down on myself just because I felt like I wasn't as mentally prepared as I thought for that day, and I felt very unproductive in terms of classroom setup and self-organization. So I thought it would be best to just take a deep breath, regroup over the weekend, and start classroom setup series on Monday. Now, even though I've already been into my classroom and started setting up, I will include that in the first day of classroom setup series, so you won't miss out on some of the bulletin boards and some of the basic organizing that I did. I just think I needed personally a clean slate. I didn't want to drag you along. I also didn't want to make it seem like I was just filming to film. Like, I'm genuinely very passionate about my classroom setup, and I'm really excited about the ideas that I have. even though there's not going to be students in my space right away, that's still my space to work, and I need that intentionality piece in order for me to be productive and be an effective teacher and an effective student, even in that classroom when learning from PDs and things like that. I just wanted to give you an update. I also want to thank you for just being so patient with me. This is a whole new year of teaching for me. Obviously, it's my first year. The pandemic is still in existence, so we're all learning how to navigate this new way of teaching. And YouTube is new to me too, so I really appreciate how patient and how gracious you guys have been. But make sure to give this video a like if you do enjoy vlog style videos. I'd be happy to make more of them once I get into a routine of teaching. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you are notified when new videos are up. And leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions or if you want to share with me how you're trying to balance this year. I'd love to know where you're at, and I'm also here to encourage you as well, so feel free to start a conversation because I would love to participate in that. So the next time that I see you guys, it will be classroom setup series, I promise. And again, I appreciate all of your patience, and I can't wait to see you guys again.